All right. Welcome to DCT.
Episode 38. Hey, Ben.
Hi.
How are you doing, buddy?
You know, I'm much better today.
Why's that?
I was much better today after, I want to say it was around 3 p.m., maybe 4 p.m.
Oh, that's crazy because our bowling league didn't even start until like 6:30, so I don't know what you were happy about.
You know what I was happy about.
I know. Ben and I are in a bowling league, by the way. We won again this week. Some slight work, beginners and amateurs league. But we had a good game. I think beer is definitely the answer going forward for me because after last week, I was struggling to figure out what was wrong with my game.
Yeah.
And then we decided to get a beer tower today. And
Well, it could just be that you suck at bowling, but
I don't suck at bowling. You know who does suck at their job, though?
Matthew Gay.
Matthew Gay, who is currently no longer a Washington Commander.
God bless
Where's
him.
that song where it's like, oh, this is Christmas,
We got Christmas early this year.
We did.
Um,
Came in the form of public execution. Imagine sending a guy over to Spain who doesn't know how to kick a ball. Can you believe that?
and labeling him as our kicker.
Can you believe that? I told somebody at work after he missed the first one, I was like, you know what? We should just grab like a Spaniard off the street and have him kick for us because it's probably better than Matt Gay, honestly. And, I mean, it was proven in that game.
Yeah.
Just like it was over and over again. Why don't you tell me a little bit about it, Ben?
Well, what I'm going to do now is just go through some of Matt Gay's highlights
Some
of the year.
his performances.
Which, in fact, all of them would be lowlights.
Yeah.
I have nothing positive to say about this guy. The fact that he was on our team through 11 weeks needs to be investigated, honestly.
With the fact that we burned through, 3 kickers last year?
Yeah.
And the fact that we held on to Matt Gay for so long, who was debatably worse than any of them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Let's go ahead. We'll start off. First game of the year, Giants game.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have to kick a field goal.
Yeah.
So we didn't hate Matt Gay at that point.
No.
He went 3 for 3 on his extra points, and we thought, oh my God.
A guy that can
He
make
can
extra
make
points?
He can make a 15-yarder. Who would have thought? Then the Green Bay game happened. He missed a 58-yarder to make it a one-score game. And then the Packers got the ball, also missed a field goal. And we thought this is a prime scoring opportunity. We proceeded to go 3 and out. And we thought, okay, let's get some more points on the board. And then he missed another 52-yarder. So, just terrible all over the board.
That beyond 50 range is crucial for a kicker in the NFL.
Yeah.
And to have a kicker that can't kick over 50 yards is like, why do we even have him on the team?
Yeah. So, that one was rough. The Raiders game that we won by, I want to say it was like 19.
Yeah, something like that.
He missed a 37-yarder. The Chicago game, he missed a 50-yarder that would have made it 13-10. We lost that game by 1 point.
Yep.
And then in the next 3 games after that, he proceeded to kick 1 field goal because we were down by 21 or more for most of the game in the next 3 games. And that 1 field goal, he made it from 43 yards. So nothing really impressive.
Right.
Then Miami happened.
Which was the game last week, by the way.
I woke up at 9:30. I thought to myself, it's Miami. We can do it. We can beat them. And then Matt Gay happened.
Yeah.
He went 2 for 4, and the longest field goal he made was 30 yards. I believe the other one he made was 23 yards.
Yeah.
The 2 he missed were, I believe, 54, and then the game-winning one would have been 56 yards with 15 seconds left in the game. Would have sealed the game.
Yeah.
A win for us in Madrid.
Mm-hmm.
I know people that traveled over there, super excited for the experience. Not so much for the game, but he went 13 for 19 on field goals with us this year. You know what that's good for? Guess what place that ranks in the league?
Probably last.
13 for 19 is, I believe, 68%. One off. That's good for 37th. 37. Reminder, there's 32 NFL teams, and he ranked 37th in field goal percentage.
It's honestly pretty impressive, but seeing the year that the Commanders have had, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. We've known that Matt Gay has been awful for us, and now we finally got him out the door. We had a much better defensive game this week, though, with DQ calling the plays. I liked to see a lot of those goal line stops, which we had 2 separate occasions where they were within the 10-yard line with 2 or more plays and couldn't score, which is great. And then their kicker would come out and kick a fucking field goal, and that'd be perfectly fine. But, whatever. So it was a rough game. Definitely those 2 field goals that Matt Gay missed would have put us in the lead both times. And then, of course, the terrible thing happened in overtime. First play. Don't know why we're throwing into double coverage, but then we're just throwing a pick off. They go down in like 3 or 4 plays for like maybe 15 yards.
Yeah.
And then kick the game-winning field goal with like 3 minutes into overtime. So, that's all I care to talk about for the Commanders game.
Yeah.
We have a bye. We can just... At least we'll win next week when we don't have to play anybody.
Will we? Who knows, honestly.
Who knows? Maybe the bye week will come out and just kill us by like 40.
I just love the fact that after that game, all the Washington fans we know were just texting in our group chats, and we're like, 3-14, here we come.
Here we come.
Number 3 pick in the draft, here we come. God.
We're back to that Commanders. But it's fine, because they're our Commanders and we love them. Speaking of DC teams that we love.
Speaking of disappointing and dismal seasons.
How about the Washington Wizards?
Good God, dude. I really thought that, 2 games last week, one against the Rockets. I'm like, all right, that's a loss. I mean, Kevin Durant, need I say more?
Yeah.
And then the second game was against the Brooklyn Nets. And I was like, they're also 1-11. We have a chance.
We have a chance
to
win.
We can do it. I mean, their best guy is a player that is the most volatile first option in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, he's either getting you 35 or he's getting you 13 on 30 shots.
Yeah.
Just so happened we managed to get the 35-point guy.
Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. or Michael Porter Jr. Sorry, not the gambling guy, but the other guy. Yeah, he had it was weird because I watched that whole game. And you know what? I'll get into it in a second. First game we had last week was against the Rockets. We lost 112 to 135. We were in Houston. The atmosphere was crazy. They were playing the Wizards, so there wasn't a lot of DC fans there to support us. No. And it showed. I mean, we had some good games. Alex Sarr with debatably his best performance of the year so far with a 25, 11, and 4 stat line, which is pretty good. And I'm pretty sure he also had like 3 blocks in that game too. Then you had McCollum. Ugh, I hate having to talk about this guy, but he's like our 3rd best scorer right now. Probably our 1st best scorer, honestly. At 10, 2, and 3, which is a very sad game for him, but he also put up 10 points on 13 shots. So that's like the most CJ McCollum thing I've ever heard. So that makes sense. Keyshawn George, 16, 7, and 9. Dude's having a great year this year, and he's a dog. I love watching him play, despite us keep losing. And Cam Whitmore off the bench, 11, 3, and 1, which is like solid off the bench performance. I still think he should be playing in place of Chris Middleton, but whatever.
What are you gonna
My
do?
opinion is invalid as a guy that has less than 1,000 followers on TikTok.
Almost.
We're almost there, guys. Next game we should have won, and oh god, was the Nets, right? We lost 106 to 129 at home against the Nets. Like, that stadium, I was telling Ben this before the podcast. I watched it on a completely legal streaming service, and I watched, like, for our local legal watching stream ways, they showed the Monumental Sports... whatever, dude. Monumental Sports... Whatever. I still don't pay for it, but, whatever. And they were showing all of, like, the Wizards.
We pay for it.
I don't break the law. Don't look at me like that. And they were doing all of their, like, fun games with their crowd interactions and whatever in between commercial breaks and stuff. There was maybe, like, 40 people in the stands, probably. Mm-hmm. It was, like, sad to look at, honestly. Which makes me think that I need to go to more Wizards games. But... We need to go to more Wizards games and do some research. But I did enough research for this Nets game as it is. We had Keyshawn go for 29, 6, and 5, which is great. I think it's his second highest performing game of the year so far. You had McCollum went 17, 2, and 3.
On 30 shots.
I think it was 24 shots, I'm pretty sure. And Middleton with 14, 5, and 2. So, a couple tough losses. I didn't look at the outlook for the next week, but we may go 2-2. We may go 2-2 this week. I think there was one. Who are we playing? Oh, man. There was one team that we like made. Oh, the Hawks.
We're playing the Timberwolves, the Hawks, We're not prepared for this.
No, but the Timberwolves 8-5 and 1. We play them tomorrow night. This is being recorded on Monday, so we'll play them Tuesday night, and then a couple days later we'll play whoever, and then is that your stomach?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Eat something, fat ass.
I'm trying.
And then we play the Hawks. Now the Hawks, I do think we're gonna win. It's pretty bold of me to assume that we're gonna win anything, but the Hawks is probably like the best matchup we have for our team since the Nets. So,
well, we see how that one went.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see what happens this coming up week. But, still repping the Sar jersey. He's played great so far.
Tight, except for that Brooklyn game.
But, I mean, notice I didn't write his stats down from that Brooklyn game because I was hoping we could, brush past it, but...
What do Alex Sar and I have in common with the Brooklyn Nets?
I don't know. What?
Alex Sar and I both didn't score over 10 points against them.
He rises to the challenge, okay? He plays better against better teams. Yeah. And then he plays down to the Brooklyn Nets. I just can't wait for, what's his name? Cam Johnson to come back for the Nets and then have...
Oh, no. Cam Johnson is on the Nuggets.
That's right. They don't have another guy who just only shoots the ball.
No.
Well, I guess that's what they wanted.
Are you thinking of Cam Thomas?
I am thinking of Cam Thomas.
Yeah.
Cam Thomas is a guy who really likes to shoot the ball. And I think he's hurt right now. So I haven't seen him play over the last couple of games. So I can only imagine what it's going to be like with MPJ and Cam Thomas out there.
I think they both were playing.
I don't think they played against us. I think
they've only missed a couple of games. Together at least.
Yeah. Well, they're going to account for a good 85% of the Brooklyn Nets shots. So.
Yeah. Well.
I cannot wait to see those stat lines when those come out. But regardless, enough talking about sports. Because you have some things for me, don't you?
I do, yes. We're going to go ahead and do our non-sports segment before we get back into the Wizards. But it's just going to be a few would you rather questions. And I'm going to be asking Keenan this time instead of him asking me. So we can all see how Keenan's brain works, which I'm not sure you guys are going to want to watch this part. But anyways, my first question.
Okay.
Would you rather see the Wizards tank for 5 straight years and be the worst team in the league, but get rewarded with a Wemby prospect? Or...
We already have Alex Sar. Next question.
Or would you rather have them consistently be a number 5 seed for 10 years, but there's no 100% chance that they sniff the finals?
So no 100% chance. Is it a very high chance they never sniff the finals?
No, I mean I'd give it a normal 5 seed chance.
Okay.
Maybe a Miami Heat run every now and then.
Or a Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's also the chance they flame out in the first round.
Or they tank for the next 5 years and get a Wemby prospect.
Yes. But it could also be the Wemby prospect now where this is his 3rd year in the league and he's played a combined 65 games.
Yeah. I think I'll take the 5 seed just because Washington as a district just needs something to cheer for. And having a constant playoff team for 5 years, that's almost unheard of, except if you watch hockey, which, gotta love my Caps. But I think I'll take the 5 seed with a chance at sniffing a cup because I want to see the guys on my team right now go and win a ring because they're all good guys. They're all young guys. Half of them are younger than me, which is crazy, but
Yeah, you're like a child already.
I'm still growing in facial hair, dude. Like, but yeah.
You're gonna be growing that for a while, but
all right. Next, would you rather, asshole?
Would you rather never have to pay for a ticket to a sports game or stadium food while you're there?
Okay.
Or
so just getting my entire thing comped when I go to a game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or never have to pay for any gas for the rest of your life.
Ooh. You know what? I'm going to say the free ticket and, like, food.
Yeah.
Just because gas is a really easy way to build credit, especially on, like, a low-interest credit card. Yeah. And, like, with me right now, that's exactly what I should be doing. I'm not, but it's what I should be doing. But I will say I would definitely take a free ticket, literally whatever I want with free food. Like, that's a no-brainer for me.
Yeah.
Easy.
It's close. I mean, it's closer for me personally because obviously I have to drive a lot more than you do right now. But
well, I mean, you get a lot of miles in your Prius, though, right? Could you even say that with a straight face?
I don't even want to acknowledge.
He owns a pickup truck, by the way. In case you couldn't tell.
Oh God! All right, this one you're gonna find funny.
All right, cool.
Would you rather watch every football game with an Eagles fan for the rest of your life?
Okay.
Or only be able to listen to Chris Collinsworth commentate games for the rest of your life?
Okay, so they're both for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
One is watching a game every week with an Eagles fan, and one is Chris Collinsworth narrating all of my games.
Yeah.
Okay, can I pick the Eagles fan? Or does it have to be a random Eagles fan?
It has to be a random Eagles fan.
Sorry, Ryan. That's tough, dude. Just snatching a random dude out of Philly, like. But I hate the sound of Chris Collinsworth's voice. I
getting to look a lot like Patrick Mahomes.
I will say, out of respect to Chris Collinsworth, he does put Jaden Daniels in that like little Mahomes pocket that he's got, where he just like only has good things to say about him forever.
Yeah.
Now, when I will shoot myself is when we have to play the Chiefs and Chris is narrating that game.
Yeah.
And then he's just going to splooge all over the place because he's got both Patrick Mahomes and Jaden Daniels on the field. I think I'm going to take the Eagles fan one because it'll build up my toughness for having to beat the shit out of an Eagles fan every week. So I think I'll take the Eagles fan.
Okay. I like it.
I like it too. I like these. Keep going.
This one is not a would you rather. It's more of a random question.
Okay.
If you could take one player in the NBA right now on any team and insert them into the Wizards starting lineup, who would it be?
What is my goal? To like win a championship?
Yeah. Or it could be like, long-term success, like that type of thing.
Any player in the league.
Anyone.
Now, see, my first option was to go Shea, just because he's got that like experience with a younger team.
You just want the aura.
No, I hate Shea. I don't like watching him play basketball. So that's why I immediately pivoted off of Shea to Luka Doncic. Now, I feel like I want Luka on my team. Now,
what exactly is the difference in your mind between Luka and Shea?
So, Shea has the experience playing with a younger team, which is great if he's going to transition like to the Wizards. In my hypothetical, so don't kill me, all right? But I like Luka a lot more just because I feel like he's got a lot more to offer the other guys on the team.
Okay.
Like, the only thing Shea offers to the other guys on their team is playing minutes in the fourth quarter because he doesn't play in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, Luka, he's averaging, I think he has like the most assists in the league right now at like 11 per night, which is like pretty good.
Yeah.
And the only thing that will improve our younger guys is getting them more opportunities to shoot the ball and getting good shots.
Yeah.
Like when I was watching that Nets game, I swear, I love Keyshawn, but I think I saw him shoot like 4 30-plus foot point, like three-pointers.
Yeah.
And I was like, Keyshawn, off of one dribble, which is like insane for his build. He's like 6'8", like 225.
Yeah.
Like, he shouldn't be one dribbling a 30-foot three-pointer.
No, not at all.
I don't think so. So I think I would take Luka on my team.
All right.
Because we were talking about this earlier. Having like, it would mean the world to a Washington team if they could get a guy who scores like 25 a night.
Yeah.
And who like can actually take over a game and like help these young guys win a bunch of games. So I think I'll take Luka.
All right. My first thought was Giannis.
Giannis. See, I don't want anybody replacing my big though. I don't want anybody replacing my big.
Let's have a duo.
Oh no, but then Cam Whitmore is gonna stay on the bench forever. No, I can't have this.
I don't think Cam Whitmore is going to be
Well, if we get a big guy like that, we're gonna rotate into like a big team. So then we would have like Giannis, Sarr, Middleton, and then it's like those are three pretty big guys. And then we have two options, and with all of our young talent, Trey Johnson, Cam Whitmore, Bilal, like
I would think you would want that. You love big guys. Anyways, my last question will be non-sports related.
Oh, cool.
It's a thought-provoking question.
Oh, great.
Actually, I'm wondering if it will be or not.
Okay.
But would you rather relive the best memory you've ever had or forget your worst one?
Forget my worst?
Yeah, like your worst memory, like your
Yeah. No, that was my answer.
Everyone. Oh, that was your answer.
Forget my worst.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That's like almost a no-brainer.
You wouldn't want to relive your best memory?
If it was a choice between reliving my best memory or getting rid of my worst memory, I'd probably get rid of my worst memory. Okay. I'm a very bubbly and happy person. I don't want to have to think about that shit.
Do you need a hug?
Not at the moment. I can't stand up right now. Just looking at you makes me... anyways,
okay.
I think it's time to get into our quick picks for this week.
I have something to say before our quick pick.
Oh.
Back to our Wizards segment.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So, I was a little curious, and I looked all this up, obviously.
Yeah.
But the Wizards draft picks in the last 10-ish years, the main thing I wanted to look at was the quality of picks in comparison to who we could have gotten.
So, like what we did for the Commanders last week?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
So, the last couple of years, we've actually made, I think, relatively the right decision. Okay. So, 2025, we picked Trey Johnson. Great pick, in my opinion, at least for now. 2024, we picked Sarr at number 2. That was pretty hard to mess up, I feel like. A lot of people thought he should have been the number 1 pick, but what's his name on Atlanta went 1.
Baguette or whatever his name is. Yeah, that guy.
The Frenchman.
The
other Frenchman. 2023, we picked Bilal. But I will say we did give up 2 second-round picks to move up 1 spot. So not that it's a knock against Bilal, because I love Bilal, but questionable business move on the front office. Not that they're full of them or anything.
Yeah.
2022, that one was rough. 2022 at number 10, we took Johnny Davis.
I miss Johnny Davis, man.
You don't remember playing Johnny Davis play.
I watched Johnny Davis play in at least 3 games.
3?
3.
Holy crap. Number 10, you saw him picking 3 games?
Yeah, man.
The thing that pisses me off is the fact that within 4 picks of him was Jalen Williams of the Thunder and Jalen Duren on the Pistons. And then within 10 picks of him was Tari Eason on the Rockets and Walker Kessler on the Jazz. All of whom are either rising stars or already all-stars. That's a brutal
Passing
draft.
on J-Dub is tough. Dude.
That one's brutal. And then 2021, we picked Corey Kispert. The very next pick was Alperen Sengun.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough pill to swallow right there.
How do I explain it? You don't.
Yeah.
And then 2 of the next 10 picks after Sengun were Jalen Johnson on the Hawks, who's playing at an all-star level right now, and Cam Thomas, who, It'd be pretty cool to have him. I mean, I'd take a, 15 point per game scorer on the team right now. Corey's great, but
Corey keeps getting hurt. Corey needs to stop getting hurt.
yeah, I agree. 2020. Now, this is actually my favorite pick of the last 10 years, and that is Denny Avdia, who is in Portland right now, averaging 26, 7, and 5. You want to know what we got for Denny Avdia?
Not much, but go ahead.
It was
and tell
actually not a bad package that we got back, but we gave Portland Denny Avdia, and we got back Malcolm Brogdon, who's retired now. The pick that became Bub.
Mm-hmm.
Their second more favorable first round draft pick in the 2029 draft.
Yeah.
6 years down the road.
Yeah, right.
And 2 second rounders in 2028. 5 years down the road.
Yeah.
So
we'll look good in 2030.
all those 8th graders are going to be great on our team.
Got to start scouting middle schoolers.
2019, we picked Rui Hashimura at 8th, I believe it was.
Mm-hmm.
We then traded him to the Los Angeles Lakers for Kendrick Nunn and 3 second-round picks. Couldn't tell you who any of those guys are. In 2018, we picked Troy Brown Jr., who's not on the team. And I will say that one is not too bad because that draft wasn't great. It was very top-heavy. You had Luka, DeAndre Ayton, Triple J, Trae Young, Mikal Bridges, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Michael Porter Jr. all go in the first 14 picks. So, relatively top-heavy draft for that one. So, I'm not going to, be too upset with that. And then 2017, we traded our first-round picks to go get Bojan Bogdanovic.
Not Bogdan.
Not Bogdan. Bojan.
The better one. Yeah, Bojan. Bojan Cube.
And then in 2016, we traded our first-round pick as a package for Markieff Morris. Both those guys did help in the 2017 playoff run. But again, we traded...
I have his jersey.
Yeah. But again, we traded 2 first-round picks for a ceiling of Game 7 of the Eastern Conference semifinals.
Yeah.
It's
not great. So maybe we'll be a little bit better when those 8th graders grow up and those 6th graders get out of underwear or diapers.
Underwear, sorry.
Editor.
Yikes. But yeah, that's something.
Talk about DC teams' front offices. It's been a roller coaster for us the last 15 to 20 years.
I'm hoping that the next 10 years of Wizards drafting is going to be more like the last 3 and not like 2020 to 2017.
No more Johnny Davises, please.
No more Johnny Davises.
No more Johnny Davises.
I hate that guy. I'm a Celtics fan, and I hate Johnny Davis.
Wasn't Johnny Davis the guy that got hit in the head with the ball on a pump fake? And then he was staring at the guy like, isn't this a foul?
Yeah.
Isn't this... Yeah. That's like the most memorable Johnny Davis moment, I think, ever.
Yeah.
And I don't even know where he's at right now. Do you know where he's at?
Probably Europe.
Probably out of the league. Yeah.
Or G League. One of the two. He's probably one of those guys that scores like 25 in the G League.
He'll be down there with freaking Julian Newman, just like playing 1v1s for money.
Julian Newman. Oh my God. I hate that guy. All right. Now, let's move off of the Washington franchise for a little bit here. We'll do our quick picks real quick.
Quick.
So, let's start off Thursday Night Football. Bills at Texans.
Bills.
Colts at Chiefs.
Supposing Jonathan Taylor doesn't go for 300 all-purpose yards? I don't know. I'll call Kansas City for this one.
I will go Kansas City, and the only reason I'm doing that is because I feel like they have to win this game.
Yeah.
If they lose this game and they go to what?
5-5.
5-7.
5-7.
Or did they have their bye week?
Yeah.
5-6.
5-6.
Their playoff hopes are already low considering both of their division rivals are ahead of them in the standing. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I think it'll be a must-win.
I'll pick them just because they have to win.
Mm-hmm.
Colts are 7-2, 8-2, so they're fine.
Yeah.
Steelers at Bears.
Steelers, please shut Caleb's goofy ass up, please.
I hate Caleb Williams. Patriots at Bengals.
Patriots.
If Joe Burrow is back,
Patriots.
I'd still pick the Patriots.
But instead of it being like 40-10, it'll be like 40-39.
40-38 on
it's also going to be without Jamar Chase.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's suspended.
All
so
right. If they have
Patriots by 90.
All right. Jets at Ravens.
Ravens, probably.
Ravens, yeah.
I mean, Tyrod Taylor is getting the start again. So we'll see. Actually, no, it'll be his first start. Because didn't they pull his start away from him a couple weeks ago?
He got injured. So they took the start away.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Tyrod Taylor's first start this year.
Yeah.
Against the Ravens.
Yep.
All right. I'll take the Ravens.
Seahawks at Titans.
Seattle. Now,
that's going to be a very pissed off Sam Darnold. He might
Sam Darnold, after coming off a 4-interception game, going against the worst team in the league.
He might Washington them.
You know what's really funny, too? I had a guy that works with me, Joey. Shout out, Joey, if he ever finds this podcast, because I'm going to talk about him. He's a really big Titans fan, and he was so excited to come up to me last week and put in his time off request because he was like, I'm going to go to Tennessee. I get to watch them play a division rival at home. And in case anybody wasn't informed, they lost 16-13 to the Texans on a game-winning field goal. And the Titans, for once this season, didn't actually look completely terrible. Now, granted, they hurt Calvin Ridley, and he's out for the rest of the year. But everybody else played decent, and they played enough to, like, almost win the game. And then freaking Davis Mills, man, just coming back in the end and driving him down the field. So,
Daddy Davis.
Sorry, right. Joey. I'll see you tomorrow at work.
Divisional game. Vikings at Packers.
Now, see, the Packers have to deal with the loss of Josh Jacobs, which is going to be rough for them because he produces a lot of their offense. But the Vikings also have to play J.J. McCarthy, and he's terrible. So this is going to be an Aaron Jones masterclass game, and I'm definitely starting him next week. Mm-hmm. So I'm going Vikings.
I'm going Packers. Giants at Lions.
That's going to be a very pissed off Jared Goff.
Yeah, Lions.
Lions.
Jags at Cardinals.
Jags.
Browns at Raiders. This is a toilet bowl.
Browns. I think the Browns win it.
Shador start?
They better go get another fucking quarterback. I mean, Shador, he didn't get a good chance to play.
No.
So maybe if he starts the game, he'll actually feel a lot more comfortable. So I'm going Browns.
Yeah.
Mostly because their defense is scoring all of their points.
Yeah.
So, Browns.
Falcons at Saints.
Now, see,
this is going to be a Kirk start.
I don't give a shit about the Falcons. I'm more interested that the Saints are going to come back and win this game. I'm picking the Saints over the Falcons. The Saints are coming off another loss to the Panthers. They're borderline fraudulent. Penix is out for the year.
Well, the Falcons are coming off a loss to the Panthers.
Yeah, did I not say that?
You said the Saints are coming off a loss.
Whatever. The Falcons have lost They lost both games to the Panthers this year.
Yeah. And
the Panthers have put up 30 in both of them. Yep. So I think the Falcons are cooked. I think not having Michael Penix is going to hurt them. I think starting Kirk is going to hurt them even more.
Yeah.
I think Tyler Show is going to show the NFL.
Shuck.
I don't give a shit. It's the Saints. All right. I'm trying to hype them up and you're, correcting me on pronunciation? Saints over Falcons. Run me my money.
Oh God. All right. I'll go Saints. Eagles at Cowboys.
Ew. Eagles, but it's going to be a disgusting game.
Eagles, yeah. Buccaneers at Rams.
Rams.
The
Bucs are just too hurt.
Bucs got sauced by the Bills.
No, they got sauced by Josh Allen.
3 touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns.
I hate that motherfucker.
And the last game of the week is going to be Panthers at 49ers.
I have been hearing some MVP chants for Bryce Young
Who
recently.
the fuck has been chanting MVP?
Have you seen a Panthers game this year? He threw for 448 yards last week.
I only know one Panthers fan.
Against the top-ranked passing defense in the league right now. 448 passing yards.
You've been talking to Justin, haven't you?
I may have talked a little bit to Justin, but they're looking great. I like what they're doing down there in Carolina.
I like Bryce. He seems like a good guy.
He seems like a golden retriever boyfriend.
He seems like a Chihuahua, but I could see where you get the golden retriever from.
Yeah. And I think the Panthers take it.
All right.
I think they take it. And but the Panthers have been playing great so far, and there's a couple teams that, like Kansas City, who need to have a better resurgence after their bye weeks.
Including us.
Including the Commanders, who go to their bye week in Week 11, but...
Week 12.
Week 12. Whatever the case may be, I want to give us some hope, shed some light. Will you stop watching the Cowboys game? We're working.
I'm not watching the Cowboys game. I'm looking at updates. I might be screwed because I need...
Editor, cut this part out.
They scored, but...
The Cowboys scored?
The Cowboys scored.
Who scored? Was it George Pickens again?
No, it was Ryan Flourney or whatever his name is.
Oh, Flowery?
Yeah. He scored, but that means... what's his name? Kicked an extra point.
Brandon Aubrey kicked another. All right.
I'm cooked.
Can we get back to the episode, please?
Dude, you're the one that threw us off topic. Go ahead.
Anyways, so I was trying to think of a segue to get into this last part, and then I just heard a brrr. I was like, all right.
I'd write a segue.
Didn't know my name was Segway. So we need some resurgences after our bye weeks. That's what I'm trying to get here at this point. We're 3-8 going into the bye week. We get to spend an extra week in Madrid partying and dancing and doing whatever, and not, and they're back in the States already. And,
they are.
Okay, well, they could have used that opportunity to, go find another kicker, but instead they decided to come home early. Whatever. There's been a couple teams in the last 10 years that have had some very positive resurgences in their schedule after their bye week. And I'm going to start with the 2016 Packers. The Aaron Rodgers-led Packers. Back when he was still good.
That was the run the table, right?
Yeah. So they were 4-6 before the bye week, and then ended at 10-6. So they won 6 in a row. That got them into the playoffs, and the rest is history. I mean, they had a pretty good run after their bye week.
They beat us first round, right?
Yes, they did beat us the first round of the playoffs that year. And then, I don't know how far they got. I think they lost in the next round, but...
They lost to the Cardinals on that.
Man, imagine that. Them beating the Commanders in the playoffs and then having to go play the Cardinals. You thought we were talking about, like, the 80s or something. Jeez. But yeah, so that's one of the post-bye week runs.
Yeah.
Another one, a little bit more recent, the 2023 Rams they were 3-6 before their bye week, and then completely flipped it on its head, went 10-7, ended up into the playoffs. So, and that was very good, and like a little excerpt that I saw from this research for the Rams was... After that 6th loss going into their bye week, Matthew Stafford strained his hamstring in that loss. And that bye week allowed him to rest up his hamstring for an extra week to go on that 7-1 run. So while the bye weeks may stop momentum for a lot of teams, it can definitely give your team a chance to get healthy, figure out what your problems are. The Eagles also went through this, I believe, this year, with having kind of like a very moderate season. They keep like etching out wins, and now their offense is starting to like kick it up a little bit against these better teams.
Yeah.
Stafford definitely had that advantage, and now, I mean, look at Stafford now. I mean, he's got one of the best records in the NFC. He's got 2 of the best offensive power units and the best wide receiver within 1 yard of the end zone. 1 yard of the end zone, sorry.
Yeah,
so
yard.
It could happen. We could win out here. That's like the biggest cope I've ever said on this podcast probably, but I believe in miracles.
And you've said a lot.
And I said a lot. And I believe in miracles. So, if anything...
Miracle.
What is this, like a Kia ad? Like, what?
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out where that came from, but... I believe in miracles.
You just want to be me
Wake
so bad.
up, you sexy lady.
All right.
All right.
That's a great
I think that's a great way to end the episode. It was a shorter one today, but a fun one. We had some laughs. We had some cries. And
Mostly cries.
it's much better than putting... you know what? I was going to try to think of something
Send
witty.
Matt Gay into the sun.
Send him into the stratosphere. He's not needed on this planet. I'm just kidding, Matt Gay. It's been a rough one for you. I hope you're doing well now, whatever comes of your career. And it just wasn't a right fit.
He's going to go to a different team, and he's going to kick like 90%. I already know it.
He's going to go back to the Rams and just, like, be the GOAT.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I think it's just, it may just be the Washington effect.
It is.
Maybe we're too close to the equator.
We're too good. Jaden Daniels' aura is rubbing off on everybody.
Yeah. I wish it was me. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this week. And we will see you back next week when we talk about whatever, including the Commanders' next game.
Yeah.
And I believe it's the Broncos.
Yes.
It's the Broncos week after the bye.
We're so fucked.
And I think it's an away game too. So
No, it's home.
it is home? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll lose at home. That'd be great.
It's actually prime time, and I think they're gonna switch it to a 4:25 game.
Oh, thank God they're gonna flex us. Thank goodness.
They don't want that shit on 8:20.
They want people driving home on the Beltway, not at 10 p.m. drunk out of their fucking minds.
Yeah, well, they've got the Cowboys playing the Raiders on prime time, so who knows what they'll do.
Yeah.
But thank you for listening, guys. We appreciate you as always, and we will see you next week.
Goodbye.
Deuces.